Ok, ¿puedo aportar algo más?
Yeah, you wanna say something?
Yes. Cuando yo trabajaba con abejas, trabajé 12 años.
He was working 12 years as a beekeeper.
Beekeeper, I am beekeeper.
Beekeeper.
Había personas que se iban con asma y pedían que se le tratara de que las abejas le picaran.
So there were people that voluntarily, with asthma, that voluntarily came to his place to ask them if there is possible that the bees sting them.
Sting them. Okay, this is beginning with one sting.
Starting with one sting
One day.
The maximum is 9.
and having a
With
maximum of 9 stings.
Why?
So, this is for asthma.
Because of
They believe it works for the asthma?
Yeah, for bronchitis.
So for the asthma and bronchitis.
Bronchitis.
Okay.
Algunas personas aguantaban 4 o 5 picaduras.
Some people can hold 4 or 5.
Gosh!
Yeah. And it's also, tenía que ser regresivo también. O sea, llegaban a 4 o 5 y tenía que al otro día hacer uno menos y uno menos. O sea, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So it was era por días.
Por días.
Oh, so it was progressive. One day they get 1, the next day they get 2, 3, 4. But some people hold maximum 4 or 5. But then they have to come back next day for one less until they finish.
Y muchos sí se sentían bien, se curaban.
Somehow, several people got better.
Yeah. Solamente tuve un caso de alguien que se sintió tan bien y empezó a tomar licor, a comer de todo y a la semana regresó su problema de asma, ¿no?
So he saw one case that he really felt good, and after he felt good, he started drinking and eating a lot, and then the asthma came back.
But it hurts though.
Yeah,
But
pero por asma las personas pues, aguantan el dolor.
Pero, ¿tú qué piensas? ¿Es la picadura el veneno de la abeja?
La abeja tiene 2 bolsitas, una alcalina y otra ácida. Cuando se pica, se juntan los dos en el cuerpo.
Alcalino y ácido.
So
¿Es su veneno?
neutraliza.
Se neutraliza.
Es el veneno.
El veneno de la abeja.
So Dolly says that. So what is good here is the poison of the bee. So Oscar explained that the bee has like 2 bags. One bag is acidic, the other bag is basic. When the bee stings you, both of them goes into you. So it's kind of neutral.
And maybe this is the medicine for the asthma.
Y la abeja muere.
But the bee dies. Once the bee stings you, the bee dies.
Oh. Yeah, when the bee bite is die. Yeah,
Se muere.
Se muere.
Okay. Eso es lo que tuve la experiencia, ¿no? Cuando trabajaba con las abejas. Y la otra cosa que...
That's his experience when he was working with bees.
Yeah.
So it was like a sacrifice.
Yeah,
So
sacrifice.
the asthma for 9 souls, 9 spirits of bees.
yes, thank you, bees.
Thank you, bees.
Habían otros métodos, ¿no? Que les ponían a las abejas con un poco de miel para atraerlas, y cuando ya estaban posadas en el alambre, en la malla, les pasaban corriente y por soltaban su veneno, ¿no? Y colectaban el veneno así. Esa es otra forma como lo
So
hacen.
another way that they obtain the poison of
to
the
the
bee is that they make a surface and they put honey. So all the bees came to that, and when all the bees were placed on that surface, they turn on the electricity, and all the bees got electric shock, and because of the shock, they release all the poison, and then they collect the poison.
And
Yeah, and drinking.
And
thank you for the bees, right?
The bee died.
Huh?
The bee died. The bee.
Yeah,
The bee.
Of course.
Yes, they also die. No.
it's a poison.
Okay, another situation is the constipation, el estreñimiento.
Estreñimiento.
en libros de naturaleza de un tal doctor chileno,
Es un libro.
en un libro. Bueno, yo también lo experimenté. Te recomendaba, después de las 6 o antes de dormir, 6, 7, 8 de la noche, tomar linaza, flaxseed, linaza, flaxseed, con 4 o 5 guindones, plums dry.
Sí, en español, señor.
Sí, lo decían, lo dilataban, entonces
Con
tom-
linaza.
con linaza. La linaza podía ser licuada mejor,
Ujú.
o sea,
Cortes.
en cortes, y lo comían o lo tomaban con los guindones o el plano, ¿no?
Es bueno para el estreñimiento.
Estreñimiento. Entonces al otro día, en toda la noche, y hacían, defecaban
Normal.
normalmente.
So
Yeah.
Oscar says that another technique that he found to treat constipation is that he read this from some Chilean doctor in natural medicine, that is before sleeping or after dinner take flaxseed
Flaxseed.
with prunes. So first you have to put the flax seeds in water.
En water, for
Put the
hidratation.
flax seed in water and also the prunes. You have to hydrate them. And then once that, some people just drink the flax seed like that, or if you want, you can just blend those flax seed and you drink the flax seed and then you eat the prunes. And that the whole night your stomach is going to work.
So another day,
No,
How much
the
water you
question.
need usually? How much flaxseed and how much water you need?
oh, it's
This one.
one spoon, 1, 2
No,
spoons.
2 spoons.
Tablespoon or teaspoon?
No, tablespoon.
Tablespoon.
No,
For
teaspoon.
one glass of water.
One
Not
glass
too,
of
water.
no, this
Water.
size, not too,
Ah,
not too big.
okay. So, poner una cuchara
Dos.
dos cucharas de flaxseed en un vaso de agua como este. ¿Y how long it should be hydrating?
Normally lo puedes poner a las 5 o 6 de la tarde
Put it around
3
5
horas
p.m.
y
for 3
yeah.
hours,
y ahí drink with the
and then before sleeping, drink it.
before
That's the
yes,
same to the
before
prunes, right?
Yeah, con the
You
fruit.
have to hydrate the prunes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
blue,
yeah,
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 also.
Do you think you can intake that every single night? It's
Yeah, everything is
It's okay?
It's okay.
okay? Good.
Sí.
It's good.
So, y vos puedes tomarlo cada noche,
Cada
no hay ningún
Every
problema.
day.
Ujú.
Mm.
Flaxseed
Yes,
está
yes,
bien.
Flaxseed have too much oil, is good. It's oil, a good oil.
El
Flaxseed.
flaxseed, el flaxseed bota buen aceite,
Sí.
tiene buen aceite.
When flaxseed in the water is kind of slimy, becomes slimy, you know? Yeah. So
That's difficult to drink.
Yeah, you can do, yeah, it's a,
That's why some
It's a
people
sauce.
blend it.
other people
people
blend
blend
it because it's,
Pero,
no.
pero no lo compren ya ¿cómo se llama? Molido, ¿no? Porque ya se oxida.
Ah,
Entonces es mejor que uno mismo hacerle blended para que puedas
so
aprovechar.
some people buy already the flaxseed
It's a powder.
in powders. That's not good because it's
not
already
good, yeah.
oxidized.
ah,
So
it's important. Don't buy with the powder.
oxida,
the
se
flaxseed.
oxida.
They oxida.
Yeah.
They oxidize. Yes.
Oxida.
So is it better?
Antes
to-
es different.
Yeah, is it
That's
better
seed,
to have
right?
Seed,
Flaxseed,
seed.
yes.
Flaxseed.
No, flaxseed, yes. Seed.
Flaxseed is así.
Yes.
Yo le puse, por eso le pongo el flaxseed en los panes.
Yeah, so we made bread, so that's why we
Put
use
a
flaxseed.
flaxseed.
And
Flaxseed.
Sesame.
Sesame.
And sesame.
Or the
Ah,
flaxseed. You see that,
yes. So Oscar and Dolly are in our house, and Oscar taught Ronnie how to make the homemade bread.
So, Oscar y Dolly se están quedando por estas fiestas en mi casa, en nuestra casa, y me han enseñado cómo hacer
Happy.
Yes.
pan saludable.
I'm so happy because one of my dream is to make the bread in the home.
Sí, ella está feliz porque uno de sus sueños es hacer el pan en la casa.
But before I learned how to make,
Pero antes de que ella aprenda cómo hacer,
My sweet husband learned it,
me está aprendiendo a hacer a mí.
and he make it for me,
Y ya,
for us.
sí, y ya hemos hecho.
I'm a lucky one. Thank you, Oscar, to teach him.
And those bread has sesame and flaxseed.
Flaxseed.
And
It's very
racing.
important.
Three.
Raisin.
No, ese es
Raisins,
another.
sí,
Ese
that
es
is another
another.
different
No,
one.
no mezclados los tres, ¿no?
No, ya no.
El con raisin o con pasas es uno y el otro es de flaxseed con, o sea,
Sesame.
sésamo.
Y este pan es saludable porque no tiene conservantes, preservantes,
Sí.
está fresco, hecho en casa.
So this bread, we make the bread, but we don't mix the raisins with the seeds. So we make one bread with raisin, and then we make the other bread where we mix the seeds, that is the sesame and the
Flaxseed.
flaxseed. And also Dolly add that it doesn't have
Preservante.
any preservative, like chemicals that might-
Preserve.
Yeah.
preservative. So it's kind of natural. Everything is natural.
Everything is natural.
And the
is
flour
best.
and the flour is whole wheat.
Whole.
Whole wheat.
Yeah.
100%
No high.
whole wheat.